A very good morning to you, our viewers, or good afternoon to you, our viewers. You're welcome to another wonderful episode of Punch Sports Extra. My name is Shegun Odwanyo. I have with me my co-anchor, co-driver, co-analyst here in Eniton. Daramola, good afternoon to you, Eniton.
Thank you very much, Shegun. Good afternoon. It's good to be here again.
Yeah, good to be here. Very quickly, let's begin with the front page of your darling Punch Sports Extra. One down, one to go. Of course, good memories at the weekend. Nigerians were really happy. I mean, from social media to reality to people that love football and sports. We hosted Benin Republic in a African Cup of Nations qualifier, and what an encounter there in Uyo. 2 goals for the incoming African Footballer of the Year, like many have tagged him. The only African on the Ballon d'Or list. The fact that he scored 2 goals just after the news of him being on the Ballon d'Or list. And then the man who has been in controversy almost all week. In the last 6, 7, 8, 9 days, he has been the major reason why football news in Nigeria was trending. Victor Osimhen scored the volley. Ademola Lookman got a brace. Very quick one. Eniton. Did we see that coming? Eguavoin taking over interim. In the interim, 2 games, and the first one crushed it completely.
Well, I wouldn't say I saw that coming, but I saw a win, coming. It's expected. After what happened in the last previous games, you understand it's expected that the Super Eagles should, win because we are playing at home, or we played, at home, and you would not want to lose. And what are your chances if you want to get the Super Eagles, job? He has, like a chance at the job, you understand? But if you want to retain the job, you can't start with a lose. You understand? You can't. You couldn't have. And so, it's a good one for him, but it is too, early to, to start clamoring and saying, oh, this is it. Because I saw somebody tweeting or saying Guardiola or so.
They've started, Nigerians.
So, very easy however, actually, I wish him all the best with the team. I think, I can't remember the name of the coach now, but I'll call him Mr. Quick Fix. We had one coach.
Sam Allardyce is
we had one Super Eagles coach. When things are down, when there's trouble, just call him, and he just come and does the magic. So it's a good one for him. And I think I like the fact that he's able to to control the team, to manage the team based on we have a number of high caliber players, you understand? You have a number of names, quality players on the bench, the way he was able to manage the 2 victors and he got victory with the Super Eagles. Kudos to
the 2 victors got him victory.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be coming back to analyzing the Super Eagles game against Benin Republic. Of course, remember that the coach was Genero, and on the front page this morning is Genero admitting to the superiority of the Super Eagles on the day. I saw him hugging our players, of course, their former manager.
Yeah.
For the first time, before the game, he was all energetic with his mouth.
Yeah.
But after the encounter, he eventually admitted that.
I think I read one part where he said that Super Eagles have the advantage. Maybe because we were playing at home, but when he's expected, it's football. You understand? He's expected. It's just like you see some players, leave one club today, where they have said, "Oh, this is my dream club," and they go to another club, and then you hear, "Oh, DJ Drogba and Lampard are my room there." I'm like, you understand? So, but it's nice. It's nice, really. It's nice, and they had to catch up after the game, so obviously.
All right. What made it more interesting was that about 4 or 5 Nigerians played in that encounter. One of them was Junior Lighton, because we'll still see on the island in December as usual. So, a lot of Nigerian boys that, all of us will still meet somewhere and we still have fun and all that. So it's more like Nigerian playing against Nigeria.
Yeah, I think you should clarify. Playing for Benin Republic.
Yes, they play for Benin Republic. These are Nigerian boys now. Junior Lighton, Ayo. It's just interesting. All right, quick one. The wages of Mohamed Salah is said to be rocking Liverpool. Remember that I said last week after the encounter against Manchester United where they destroyed and completely turned Manchester United upside down. And he said that, hey, they are not asking me, they're not saying anything. I might be leaving. This might be my last time at Old Trafford. And now his wages is said to be earning about 350,000 pounds.
Mouth
That's hectic.
He's a mouth watering. However, before I talk about Salah, I need to ask you a question. Why is it that you derive joy, when you want to talk about
No, it's not me. It's
Manchester
Salah.
United?
Salah
The way you just said, the way he destroyed them, like the way they destroyed. You were about to talk about Salah, and then you were talking about Liverpool, how they destroyed.
No, he said that maybe his last visit, his last destruction.
You are missing my points, but anyways,
I'm just saying what he was saying.
I'll leave you. But back to Mohamed Salah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a very good one. I don't think he's looking for a salary increase or a wage increase.
Liverpool most likely want to bring him down.
Well, I like the fact that he has said the ovation is what? It's
loudest.
Yeah, it's the loudest. So I think, this might probably be the best time for him to leave. However, where does he want to go? Maybe Saudi.
It has to be Saudi.
Yeah.
So if Anthony can be earning 600.
At least if he goes, Manchester United players would, have a breather and
So the instruction will stop. Yeah. All right. William Saliba played for France over the weekend, and considered one particular goal that you will have thought, hey, Saliba, you're a big boy. However, reports have it that Real Madrid will be trying to get him next summer. Picture William Saliba in a Real Madrid.
I'm just doing that.
Can he survive? Can he survive in that territory?
When numbers in the games too, they develop, they grow. As long as he's injury free, he can do it. He can do it. But rumors will always be rumors until the transfer. And again, Madrid lost the chance of signing. Chances that he will do that next season.
Why not?
What are the chances?
Where you have a possibility of winning Champions League.
Exactly. So ambitions will always come ahead too. So you just think, maybe it's time to just leave. Yeah, right. So that's how it works. I think it was loaned out, before it became a star. It was him, right? That was loaned out because Arsenal had to loan out one of their defenders. I think it was Saliba.
Saliba has always been with the team.
I think one of the defenders.
Of years now.
Who is his
Saliba,
partner?
Gabriel.
It was Saliba that was loaned out before. It was Saliba that was loaned out.
To what club?
Yes, I can't remember, but it was loaned out to French league, and until they brought him back, I think it was 2 seasons ago.
Well, he has had a brilliant couple of
seasons. Oh yeah, absolutely.
So,
he has.
All right, very quickly, still on the front page, Rabiu Ali at 43 years of age was still scoring a brace. Of course, the NPFL resumed this weekend, and Rabiu Ali for Kano Pillars, they got 3 points, and Rabiu Ali scored 2 goals at 43.
Well, that's what you expect from a player, and you can call him a legend of the league.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I don't know if this is his last.
He keeps going. He does keep going. So he said something about wine the other time.
Yeah, exactly. So, you can call him. He's a legend of the league. So he obviously knows the league and he knows his job. He knows how to do it. I hope maybe Don't let me say I hope. Don't let me even say it. I was going to say that we could get a Super Eagles call up, just for...
there was a time he was going to be in the team, and he was in the team fringes
just
and
to
all
celebrate,
that.
exactly, just, give... But then,
if Nigeria is going to lose a game,
it's a delicate, it's a delicate time in the Super Eagles, so you don't want to... Anyway, it's good for him.
Roberto Martinez has said he's supporting Cristiano Ronaldo to getting 1,000 goals. He got 900 at the weekend, and he got 901. He scored one yesterday in their winner. Cristiano Ronaldo, CR7, 901 goals. Highest ever in the history of football.
Yeah, so I was going to tweet yesterday asking or making a demand, a request from Cristiano Ronaldo that please get to 1,000 goals. I think he can't get to 1,000 goals. I think he can get to 1,000.
919. No, he needs 99
goals. Yeah.
99 goals.
How many seasons?
It's 39.
How many seasons?
No, the last time he was doing was 2 years before he gets to another 100. 2 years before he gets
often. But then, age is setting right now, but then I think he can, if he can keep fit, like you said, for who knows? But I would be very glad if he breaks that record, if he sets that record. I would be very glad.
Team Nigeria has ended their worst Paralympic outing ever with 7 medals. I mean, we were just talking about the fact that we had a very, very terrible Olympics, and even though the medals did flow in during Paralympics,
so I'm good on behalf of the athletes. Personally, I want to say thank you, to them, and it's a job well done. It's a job well done, and I know that come the next Olympics in the US, there's a possibility we'll get more than this. So finishing 44 here, but just give kudos to, especially the fact that we had someone break our own Olympic record. And it was a world record.
I was watching that yesterday, the highlights.
Amazing.
Oh my goodness. You know, it's interesting what this... It's 5K for gold.
Is it 5K?
Yeah, okay. 5K for gold. I think 3K for silver or something, and 2K for bronze.
Yeah. So
not naira, $5,000
yes,
dollars.
Yes.
I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah, I will.
See, Shemi Ajayi, the silent guy, you never hear from him except when you take him out, and then you know that there's going to be a problem somewhere. Wilfred Ndidi was back in the middle of the park, dropped that fantastic.
He has not said so.
But we see him with Leverkusen.
Yeah.
We see the fact that he doesn't outrightly play as a point blank 9. I mean, the goal scorer is the guy who just sneaks in and gets his thing done. But when you put him out there as the focal point, you're probably putting yourself under pressure.
I think it's too early, to just conclude and say no, he's not an outright 9. So with the Super Eagles, because obviously for what he has done with what he did with Bayer Leverkusen last season, amazing. The numbers they speak for him. The numbers speak for him, and his play, apart from goals, assists. I think it was for the first 3 match weeks, he had the rookie of the week or so award in the Bundesliga.
He eventually won it.
Event of the season. Yeah. So it shows you, intent. It shows you a guy that is relentless. It shows you a guy that can get you goals. So this is just early, you understand, with the Super Eagles. I'm sure, if we have a consistent or a steady coach, they will fashion out our best to deploy him. I'm sure Victor Boniface is the kind of striker that would, when others won't turn up, he would likely turn up. So it's just, the early phase. Yeah.
Victor Osimhen came on 6-7 minutes after he came on. Bang, he got a goal. I mean, first goal of the season. He has not played all season. He has not played. Of course, Napoli said, we know the situation with Napoli. He has not played, and that was his first official game this season.
Yeah.
And he got a goal.
Amazing. That's what you want. I'm sure Galatasaray, the fans, the club, excited. They would be excited. Emotions take its place on humans. No matter how good you are. Remember when Cristiano Ronaldo lost a baby? When he lost his child, when he was still at Manchester United. It was, it wasn't all that good, because emotions and every other thing, they come to play no matter how good you are. I'm just glad that this goal, it's like a breather for him.
Yeah,
it should be.
It
has been a breather for him. So I'm looking forward to seeing Osimhen score more goals, seeing him score more goals when he gets to Galatasaray. Obviously, when Nigeria plays tomorrow against Rwanda, I hope that I can get on the score sheet again. And it's amazing how he scored, the goal. He didn't have all too much to do, but then the finishing was brilliant. Was brilliant. Top class. You see why Mikel Obi was pushing for Chelsea to sign Victor Osimhen. I don't know if you see what he said
this
today.
Morning.
Amazing.
Talking about the controversy.
Well, I'm somehow glad that he didn't join Chelsea. That's just it.
All right. What makes it interesting is that we had an array of stars on the bench.
Yeah.
Taiwo Awoniyi was on the bench. Kelechi Iheanacho was on the bench. Senior man. Dele Tom Bashiru came on in the middle of the park and was brilliant. It was like a number 10 that we have been asking for all these years that we've not found.
Yeah.
And then you look at that squad depth of the Super Eagles. You look at the goalkeepers. At some point, Benin was trying to come back. They had some shots on goal, but Starboy Stanley Wabali was always there. Okoye is also back on the bench, playing second fiddle right now. But we have good cover on the bench.
Absolutely.
We saw what he did in Italy last season. So looking at it holistically, I think the Super Eagles are in a good place. Yeah,
in a good place and looking like they are in a good shape, because you need to give kudos to the previous. Should I say management now? Because look at our record at last AFCON. The defense was rock solid. You need to give it. We didn't concede like as much goals as other teams conceded. We conceded few goals. The defense was rock solid, and Nwabali, as fantastic as it was, he's still fantastic. I was hoping that he would have moved. Absolutely. And we have a good cover at the left wing.
Yes.
What's his name now? Calvin Bassey.
Calvin Bassey can even play as a 3, but
exactly.
But he can fall back in the back 3.
It's good. It's all good, on paper and even on the field. It's all good.
Frank Onyeka, the tank that was brilliant at Nations Cup, did never play because Ndidi was back.
The tank did not even.
Halassan Yusuf, another wonderful player, was on the bench.
Yes.
Wasn't of this last guy that can play as a 4. Oh
The
my
fair guy?
goodness. No. It's as a 4. There's Onyeka, there's Ndidi, there's Alassane Yusuf, and Onyedika, Raphael Onyedika. Club Brugge, fantastic player.
Yeah.
Also did not play. You know, so you look at the fact that you can practically take that first 11 away and bring on another 11
yes,
and still
absolutely.
get victory.
I don't want to cry over spilled milk, but you know, I wish we have someone like Iberichi in that team.
My goodness.
That's just like the
But we
final.
don't. But we don't.
So,
Iberichi,
but obviously, you know, I think we have, you know, good players who can, you know, rise up to the challenge. So
tomorrow, Nigeria, Rwanda, 2 p.m. Nigerian time. What do you think will happen?
2 p.m. Nigerian time.
Yes, 2 p.m.
2-0 to Nigeria. That's my prediction.
You know, it's going by the times. All right, brilliant. Very quickly, we move on to what is happening with the girls, the under-20 Super Eagles girls. Brilliant so far. Won their very first game. You know, and in their second game, lost against Germany. You know, you watch that game, you look at the highlights, and you look at the fact that the girls could have won that encounter. So an encounter, we had opportunities. In the last game, we won 4-0. Now we are playing in the next round with Japan. These girls have been brilliant, scoring goals for fun. I mean, I look at their games, you know, they play deep into the night. But you see the fluidity. In their second game, I think that was their most woeful game of the tournament. But you look at them and you think these girls can go all the way. Can we?
Yeah, they can go all the way, like you said. Can we? That's the answer. Yes. So they just need to, you know, keep it all together. Don't get too excited and don't get too timid because you are playing Japan. You understand? It cool, you know.
Japan, big name in female football.
Exactly. So, but they are not playing the what's it called now? The national team of Japan. So obviously you can, if you can, you know, they won the last game 4-0. You can actually, you know, we can defeat Japan. So it's all has to do with, you know, it all has to do with the tactics and, you know, fitness.
Higgins, hunger.
Exactly. It's whoever wants it more, especially in football. It's whoever wants it more, irrespective of what you have on, you know, on paper, the names, even against the big teams like Manchester City, and they're playing underdogs. It's whoever wants it more. And in this case, I don't think Nigeria is are underdogs. You understand? So absolutely, we believe in them that they can. I do believe that they can do it. So obviously, they believe in themselves too. So yeah, they can. We can go all the way.
All right.
So one game at a time.
All right, game at a time, says Anyton. They can go all the way. Dubois coming up against Joshua next weekend. You know, everybody is ready for that encounter. I was watching their pre-match conference, or we call it pre-match conference, but I mean pre-bout conference. Right. And you know, Joshua was saying he's going to hit the chair on him, and Dubois was like, you know, you don't have to just tread in me. You can do it. Why don't you just do it? Why are you telling you to hit the chair on me? Why don't you hit the chair on me? Why are you giving me opportunity to react? And you know, lots of different opinion in the boxing world. Some persons are on the side of Dubois. Some persons are on the side of Joshua. But for me, I think you know, AJ really is not fighting the fight we expect, or should I say, the average boxing fan expects. We want a Joshua Fury fight. We all wanted the Joshua Wilder fight. It never came.
Yeah.
I don't think that will ever happen again. Of course, we all know how bad Wilder has depreciated. But we just want AJ to win this. Get ready for the big boys up front. Get ready for a Fury. Get ready for what's the name of the current king of boxing? You know, has the double. In fact, he had everything until the Ukrainian Usyk, Alexander Usyk. You know, these are the fights I want to see. Dubois, I mean, good one for AJ. You know, probably will have an opportunity to, you know, train his hands and all that. But
really?
I think it should walk past Dubois.
Really?
It will be easy, to be honest.
Against Dubois,
you know.
You can't just, you know.
Of course,
you understand.
But did you so much?
Yeah, and that's tricky, and it could be the advantage that Dubois needs. You need someone that is youthful and, you know, athletic. It can be quite tricky. However, it can also be. It can flip when you flip the coin. It could be, you know, the fall for him, because you feel, oh, I'm young, I can do this. Let's just do this in 2 rounds, and I'm off this old man.
Let me knock him out.
Yeah, but before you know,
you're down.
You're down, like Francis. I don't want surprises. I don't want to see surprises, but I'm hoping that, you know, he will do the job without too much sweat. Yeah.
All right. There's been a buzz around that fight already. You know, that's the next big thing. The last time we had a buzz, you know, something this bigger than this, let's be honest. It was bigger than this, was the Fury and Usyk fight that is going to have a rematch. And we'll be up for that one. Nothing, no sleep is taking me down in the middle of the night for that one. I was up the first time, I will up the second time, and hopefully the man I want to win will also be winning that bout. But hey, Anthony Joshua needs to be up on his game. You can't be at that level of boxing and not be fighting the top 2, top 3 guys.
Yeah, and it's going to be a big test because, you know, he fought Francis Ngannou. It was, you know, a stroll in the park, but then they would be like, you know, yeah, exactly, and people will be like, oh well, you know, Francis is just starting in boxing and stuff like that, and stuff like that. But then that this would likely be a test for, you know, Joshua if he, you know, would actually come close. So he needs to win this to get a chance at, you know, either what's his name now, Fury or Usyk. I think Joshua actually has a plan. His eyes are set on the belt. He wants to regain the belt. I think that's just his, you know, that's everything that he wants to do. But he needs to, you know, go around. You know, when you fall, you need to pick yourself back up. But then coming back up is not going to be easy. You know that, right? Coming back up would likely never be easy.
The guys up there are big boys.
Exactly, because by the time you get up, you know, there are so many, I don't want to use the word hungry lions, but there are so many people who are very hungry.
To be there.
Yes, so that's just it. That's it.
All right, to some sad news. Any crisis, for God's sake?
It's quite sad, you know, that we had to hear this news and that we have to talk about this on, you know, at this stage and at this time. It just goes to show you that social media, fame, and what have you, doesn't much to cover up the minds of people, and it doesn't do much in terms of, you know, maybe upgrading the mindset. You understand? Because it's quite sad, and the fact that our 11-year-old child to maybe leave the hospital, they are going to arrest him, detain, arrest, and then try him, you know, for murder charges. But it's bad, it's sad, and I just hope that, you know, the family will be strong at this time. She has two kids, 2 girls, 11 and 9, and he's the ex-lover, for crying out loud. So it's just sad. I only hope that we know what actually transpired, because something happened. There were arguments, you know, neighbors were any arguments until she ran out, according to report, with fire on her. I think it was a report that described it as a fireball. And it's just sad.
So sad.
Hope, and it's another call, you know, for all athletes and the Athletics Federation, even all sports generally, that irrespective of the fame, these people need protection.
Of course.
They are humans, you understand. So irrespective of the fame, they need protection. All
right. So sad, unfortunately. Hey, before we leave, let's just tell you that the US Open, over $3 million, about $3.6 million was what the individual winners got. Arina Zabalenka in 2021, she got to the semifinals, tried again in 2022, got to the semifinals. Last year she lost to Coco Gauff, and this year she has won, defeating 30-year-old American Jelena, who herself, oh my goodness, it's in the peak towards the, you know, at 30 as a female athlete, most likely you are getting to the end of your career. She probably just has a few years in the sport. You could see her shaking at the end of the day. For Sinner, oh my goodness, top guy at the very top of his game. Like I said earlier, the MPFL is back. Remo Stars won 2 goals to 0 away from home. Ismaila Sadiq is in hot form. I mean, several results from the guys there. Enyimba winning away from home, defeating Atland at home, 3 goals to 1, and a host of other results. Thank you very much for being a part of this package. Thank you very much, Eniton, for being a part of this. Thank you very much to our producers for being behind this wonderful production. You guys are the kings.